Well, cheerful crowd there. President just.
Inspection over. May I have your permission to carry on with the parade? Your Excellency.
Well, now the successful inspection of the
Malik fu mu nekk ni sori nañ léegi li ci des mooy ñu yóbbu ko mu dem waat nga ne ci la ñoo jógee foofu mu nekk président waaye léegi président bu ñu wote la e nama rek meno an fano mana jaator ku soldara ko kuma jaat ku purto pon ku wonko mana jaw a tuwan wan ma ñu wayno wangaro la beta do wenen e batay bande baj kapi mata uri ngano kono jama kurim kan ma ñu pana sanken di kan kurim kam na kata karamben la mo la buro mo la tiena la ko wana ragum fukende kam ga kola dara nyare go fula fata jaat wayno wandat me kane Malik ñew jantana wadum kariboto.
Thank you very much, Elijah Moru Sanyang. That's the man of the day.
Your Excellency, sir. Your Excellency, I respectfully request Your Excellency to kindly take your seat, sir, for the rest of the proceedings. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, retired Colonel Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A. J.J. Jammeh. Your Excellency, the First Lady, Madam Zainab Yahya Jammeh, and the First family. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Senegal, Maître Abdoulaye Wade. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma. Your Excellency, the President of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, Mohammed Ould Abdul Aziz. Your Excellencies, the Prime Ministers of Guinea-Bissau, Rwanda, and Swaziland. Your Excellency, Madam Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, Minister of Women's Affairs, and Chairperson of the National Security Council, Dr. Ajaratu Aissatou Sedi, Honorable Speakers of Ethiopia and the Gambia National Assemblies, respectively, His Lordship, the Chief Justice of the Gambia, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, the Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces, and the Inspector General of the Police, honorable members of the National Assembly and members of the Judiciary, Your Excellency, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, Armed and Security Service Chiefs, General Officers, Senior Officers here present, Heads of Government Departments, NAS, non-governmental organizations, parastatals, private companies and institutions, vulnerable religious leaders, members of the press, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all order protocol duly and respectfully observed. I am Second Lieutenant Babukar Jaju, the Master of Ceremonies, for the fourth swearing-in ceremony of His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A. J.J. Jammeh. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to recognize the President, the former President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sadauda Karaba Jawara, and also the speakers of the Algerian National Assembly and foreign ministers of Gabon, and the foreign minister of the Republic of China and Taiwan. In the same vein, Your Excellencies, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Olusegun Obasanjo. Your Excellency, esteemed visiting heads of states here present, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National Organizing Committee, I have the honor and privilege to welcome you all at the Independence Stadium here in Macau. We are gathered here today to honor and witness yet another milestone event in the historical annals of our country, the Gambia. Today marks the fourth consecutive swearing-in ceremony since the advent of the Second Republic under the dynamic and unique leadership of His Excellency the President-elect of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, retired Colonel Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A. J.J. Jammeh. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is worth mentioning that this day was born out of the populous momentum with which The Gambian people have responded on 24th November presidential polls, registering more than 70% of total votes cast for the incumbent. This landslide victory has constitutionally endorsed the fourth mandate for His Excellency the President-elect for another 5-year term in office. The Gambian people have clearly and freely shown that they still love you, Your Excellency, that they proudly and happily identify with your unique style of leadership, constant quest for development and positive change, which is evident in all the different sectors of the economy. Gambians are confident not only in the glory of what they have been able to achieve together as a nation, but also in the hope that they can achieve even better with renewed commitments, patriotism, and honesty in the coming years, especially with the launching of the program for accelerated growth and employment, the PAGE. There is every frantic effort on the part of the leadership of this great nation to make the Gambia a gentle giant and one of the best countries in the world. Gambians believe that you are the one with the right chemistry to move this country forward. They also believe that with you, Your Excellency, peace abounds and progress is certain. Your Excellency, esteemed visiting heads of states, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, these and several other reasons are what describe the collective active participation of Gambians in ensuring and guaranteeing continuity. A clear indication that Gambians do not want to miss for a second the warmth of your visionary and life-changing leadership. Your Excellency, I would also like to take this opportunity, with your kind permission, to announce the gathering that the 7th edition of the Ahua magazine is already on sale at $100. On this note, I now have the honor to invite His Lordship the Chief Justice to administer the oath. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. I also wish to recognize the presence of His Excellency's mother, the mother of all Gambians nation, Aja Asombi Fatu Bojang. To this end, I now have the honor and privilege to invite His Lordship the Chief Justice to administer the oath. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, for your kind attention.
Well, that was a massive ceremony. Jaju, as you can see, done a fantastic job giving us the preamble to the day's proceedings. And right now, from what our cameras will show, we will be delving right into the swearing-in ceremony proper. I said earlier on that this is a constitutional requirement, and of course contained in Section 63, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, which says that the President shall take the prescribed oath, which will be administered by, of course, no other person than the Chief Justice of the Republic of the Gambia, Justice Emmanuel Agim. There we are with a mace holder as he leads the cortege of eminent people from the judiciary. It's going to be a solemn exercise now. They will ascend the podium And the president-elect, still president-elect by the way,
Your Excellencies,
will repeat
distinguished invited guests,
exactly
ladies
what
and
the
gentlemen,
Chief Justice says,
it is
word
now
for word.
time for us to witness the performance of the traditional Jola ceremony, which is called Kalakan Ayo. This implies installing a leader.
Rightly put, I must say,
Thank you very
rightly
much, Your
put,
Excellency.
rightly put. In the old days, when we had the Jola kingdoms, the ceremony was to install a king. But in modern days, where democracy prevails, we have a president. So this ceremony is in accordance with tradition to install a leader, and the leader being the president of the republic.
This will remain in history. Yeah, because that's why earlier you and DG were saying that it's an epoch-making event. You know, by virtue of the fact that we'll be seeing something that will go down in history as histories, as undertakings, you know, in the annals of Gambia's political, history. Thank you very much.
Very well said, and of course we will just enjoy this traditional aspect of this ceremony. We said here there are two sides of it, the traditional and the conventional, which is contained in our constitution. Well, like that flute, and let us enjoy what goes on now.
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, while this process is on, His Lordship the Chief Justice will invite His Excellency President-elect of the Republic of the Gambia, retired Colonel Sec Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A. Jammeh.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, we are now witnessing what is called in Jola, Kalakan Ayo. Kalakan Ayo in Jola means installing the king. Yes, it's true we are not installing a king, but we are also inaugurating the President-elect of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency, Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh. What you are now witnessing is His Excellency's eldest brother Alhaji Seni Jammeh and the son Ansumana Jammeh plus His Excellency's aunt. They are going to receive His Excellency and see him all the way to the podium where he will take the oath.
Your Excellencies, before His Excellency the President will proceed to the podium, I now request that these chiefs to take up their position before His Excellency the President will eventually proceed to the podium. Thank you very much.
Like rightly mentioned, when the Chief of Staff and the Head of Security Units take their respectful positions, His Excellency will be received by Alhaji Seni Jammeh, his eldest brother, Ansumana Jammeh, a son, and his aunt, Ansumana Jammeh, who will escort him to the podium where he will take the oath. We are also seeing men dressed in the Jola traditional costume. They are sitting, stretching their legs, facing the west. And we have the ladies who are kneeling down, facing the east. It all symbolizes the Jola traditional way of installing a king. Like I rightly mentioned, we are not gathered here to install a king, but we are gathered here today to inaugurate the President-elect of the Republic of the Gambia, who was massively voted into office by the Gambian electorate. If you look adjacent to the podium, you have men also. In their midst is women. This is what is known as Bunyan Sangab. Bunyan Sangab is a Jola word in which some people interpret it as a song and then others say it's a poem. But whatever you may think it to be it a song or a poem, if a song, it is a song that is sung before very, very great people, brave people, people who have a big heart for the people they rule, people who have a big heart for the people they lead, people who have lived all their life to deliver the goods for the people they are leading. I think at this juncture, we will now see the President being received by his brother Alhaji Seni and Sumana Jammeh and his aunt. Like I was explaining the Bunyan Sangab depicts the character of a leader that a society have or a nation have. And then in this aspect, we will all agree, or you will all agree with me, that His Excellency the President deserves this song or the poem. Because when recited, it depicts your achievements. It talks about your ancestors. It talks about your parents, their achievements, what they did during their lifetime. And it also depicts at this juncture,
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I now hand over to His Lordship the Chief Justice to begin his very proceedings. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies.
By the divine will of God Almighty, the author and owner of all creation, the omnipotent omnipotent, omniscient, the omnipresent, expressed through the voice and actions of the sovereign people of the Republic of the Gambia. His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Abdulaziz Jammeh has again been elected to the office of President, Republic of the Gambia for another term of 5 years. Whereas Section 63, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, 1997, requires that a person elected president shall, before assuming office, take the prescribed oaths. Whereas His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Abdulaziz Jammeh, ready and willing to assume office as President of the Republic of the Gambia, is present to take the prescribed oaths with the heavens, the entire universe, and all the present and witnessing. Now, in keeping with the said provisions of Section 63, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, 1997, it is my honor and privilege to respectfully invite His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Abdulaziz Jammeh, President-elect, Republic of the Gambia, to take the prescribed oaths. Your Excellency, sir.
Well, there we are. The Chief Justice has just summoned the President of the Republic of the Gambia, and this is where we highlighted the fact that this is a constitutional requirement contained in Section 63, subsection 1, which says that the President shall take the prescribed oaths, thus validating his presidency. This is what he's going to do right now, and word for word, he will recite the prescribed oaths as administered by the Chief Justice. It goes along side by side with the traditional way in which the Jolas install their king, and in modern times history is being revisited as we inaugurate His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia. And that's the podium, and Justice Emmanuel Ajim, CJ, waits patiently for the President. Beautiful color, very African there, as you can see in your pictures. The President ascends the podium, and it's from there that we'll take it. Here, Section 63(1) takes in effect. This is the prescribed oath now to be administered by the CJ.
Your Excellency, you will repeat after me. Oath for due execution of the office of the President of the Republic of the Gambia. I, Yahya Abdulaziz Jammeh.
I, Yahya Abdulaziz Jammeh,
Do swear that
do swear that
I will well and truly
I will well and truly
execute the functions of the office of President of the Republic of the Gambia,
execute the functions of the office of the President of the Republic of the Gambia,
that I will preserve and defend the Constitution
that I will preserve and defend the Constitution,
and that I will do right to all manner of persons
and that I will do right to all manner of persons
according to law, without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
affection or ill will. So help me God.
So help me God.
Well, the bid is done. Abdullah claps. He's got his own to
The
come.
next oath is oath of allegiance.
If he wins, he'll do the same thing.
Your Excellency, you repeat after me again. I, Yahya Abdulaziz Jamus Junkung Jammeh,
I, Yahya Abdul Aziz Jamus Junkun Jammeh,
do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the Republic of the Gambia according to law.
to the Republic of the Gambia according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Can I call you? Oh, sorry, let me.
Leader, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, automatically giving him the opportunity and the powers to preside over the affairs of this country for the next 5 years. Right now you can see him signing the documents. He's been signing continuously, Al Malik, and other leaders also who come from very beautiful signs. As you can see, the Chief Justice is also busy turning on the papers while the President signs. And his comrades, that is the leaders from other countries, like President Muhammad Abdul Aziz, President Wad, President Anas Bai Koroma, and former President Sadauda Kairaba Jawara and Olusegun Obasanjo are all looking at the President while signing the documents.
We will have
this is
the
an
next
epoch-making
item,
event. How do you
which
feel
is
as a Gambian
21 gun salute
witnessing
while
this
His
right now?
Excellency remains at the
Yeah, I
podium.
think I am proud.
The general public is
I
hereby
think I am happy to be a
informed that there is no need to panic.
who, after all
It is
the
just a
hue and
military
cry that
tradition
we
of showing the
were
highest
not
compliment
going to conduct our
to our
elections in a free,
beloved
fair,
leader.
and transparent way.
There is no
We have been
need
able to achieve
to
that,
panic.
and today here we are
In the same way,
in this
people owners are also advised to lower the
well-represented
classes of their vehicles,
citizenry
and the
watching
impact
this
may crack
being
the
done
glasses of
here.
their vehicles.
History is being made. Fourth term for the president, in the eyes of all and sundry, in the presence of Olusegun Obasanjo, in the presence of
Your
Ms.
Excellency,
Abdullah Wada, in the
You are
presence
kindly
of
requested
high-ranking
to remain
Africans
at the podium
from all walks of
to
life. We
observe
have guests coming
the
as
21
far as
salute, which will be
Kazakhstan,
followed by the
you name it, they're
national
all here
anthem.
today.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies.
They know that there is not as tranquil as
Excellent, Lord!
I always say
return!
Non-stop, nobody will say hello to you.
El Malik, we all hope that it will be a smooth sail for government, since it has been
May
a
we
tradition
please rise to observe
the country
the
in development
21 gun
programs.
salute and
Now,
the
one of the
national
newest programs
anthem.
enrolled by government or rolled out by government is the program for accelerated growth and employment, the PAGE. Now, what do you look forward to, in the implementation of this government blueprint?
Well, this government blueprint is so important, and of course it's just, shall I say, a catalyst to the MDGs. Of course, when we talk about the MDGs, we've already done, let me say, a good 60% of the MDGs has already. Well, that is, I wasn't doubting that. If it were in Kanilai, it would have been a different thing. It's louder in Kanilai, but you cannot do without that. I knew it was going to come, and the sky turns a little bit. Yeah. It's not a nuclear weapon now. Yeah, we were on page. And I think it's not only the government of the Gambia, it is also the citizenry. The people of the Gambia must also join government in achieving the program for accelerated growth. And as a matter of fact, this one comes from Kanilai. Yes, this is from Kanilai. Well, it's not very good for your car if your glass are all up. It might break sometimes anyway.
Malik, we are seeing a jubilant crowd. People are just shouting out of ecstasy. You know, some of us, or some people may not even know what is happening. They're just hearing the sound. And I know the Jarangas, some of them will already try to, you know, flee away by much of fear. But you are talking about the page and your anticipation, you know, in the coming 5 years.
Well, in the coming 5 years, the president has always said that he wants to see that Gambians join forces with him. Now, this is, I'm sure you know, Abu Bakr, that this is where we lack to make an input. Most of the economic activity is not within our hands. It's not within our grasp. We must be in the productive sector. We must take the helm of business in our hands to be able to march forward. But I can guarantee you, attitudes will change within the next 5 years, especially with the youths. The youths have started to change their attitude.
Inauguration of the President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Haji Dr. Yahya A. Jammeh, as Malik has just
Your Excellency,
we are looking forward
you
to
may
development in this coming 5 years, and God willing,
come
of course,
back
we've seen the trend in the past
respectfully seated,
15 or so years, and we expect to see the same thing in the coming years. In fact, the new program, which is the program for accelerated growth and employment, you know, the name has said it all. You know, the president there, you know, with the First Lady of the Republic, Her Excellency Madam
Jammeh and Ansumana Jammeh. On his way back, we will see him shake hands with the old man we are seeing in completely red. These are the people who take center stage when a king is to be installed in the traditional Jola way. We have also seen the ladies go back to their knees. Each of them is carrying a calabash, and 1 or 2 of them are having baskets on their head. These calabashes and baskets contains all the type of grains that are cultivated in the Gambia. Some of them, in fact, were introduced by His Excellency the President. And then these grains symbolizes His Excellency's clarion call that as Gambians or as Africans, we should go back to the land, cultivate what we eat, and then eat what we cultivate. This he does not only do by saying, but His Excellency does it by taking the lead. We all know that every rainy season, His Excellency is crisscrossing the entire length and breadth of Buya, Kanilai and Combo, trying to visit all his farms.
Sign of utmost respect, dignity and humbleness here. The presence of Professor Alhaji Dr. Jammeh kneeling before his dear mom, invoking her blessing and seeking her blessings rather on the new form prayer mandate given to him by the Gambian people. Very, very touching, very emotional. But of course, this is what is expected of a child. No matter how high you may
when
be.
His Excellency gives permission, we will see Ansumana lead those ladies, and then all the grains that they have collected and gathered in one big calabash.
Yes, just kneeling before
to be sprinkled around.
It's just a sign of showing how humble the Gambian leader is, towards his moral responsibility. Because no matter how big you are, nobody can be bigger than his mom. So the President has taught us a lesson here that no matter how high your position may be, your mother can only be your mother. He is here greeting the dignitaries, high-level government personalities and delegates from other countries. This is the array of presidents who come from outside other countries to come and join the President in his epoch-making inauguration. He has now taken his seat. He's now taking his seat, and the crowd is, extremely jubilant, happy, and delighted with what they've seen. This will go down in history as a very, very important day in one's life. As we can see some grains in pots. This, they say, is a tradition of the Jola people.
And Sumana, we can see
signifying more food, more grain.
We'll have to obtain the permission.
El Malik,
before he sprinkles the grains all
my
over.
last question that I would like you to shed some light on is we just left the political period.
Like I said earlier on,
we've done the inauguration of the president. During the elections and the post-election period, we have a lot of horse trading, a lot of political consciousness. People belonging to individual parties, not having national interest at heart. Now that everything is over, what do you expect of people in different parties? Should we consider party affiliation? Should we join hands together and help the president develop this country?
Well, by the way, we still got much ahead of us for the National Assembly elections. That happens on March 29th, if I got the date right. But again, at the end of the day, political parties are made of Gambians, Gambians. It's not foreigners who make up the political parties. So the wish of all Gambians is to make sure that our country goes forward. Our country goes forward. That is the most important thing. So if you have a president that is development oriented, if you are a member of the opposition and you have got friends in the outside world and they want to help the Gambia, yes, receive the help and come and say, Mr. President, this is my quota in your development plans. I think that's the best thing. We should forget about the party politics and now work hand in gloves for the next 5 years that come.
Tradition is processing here, Malik. You are Aku, if I'm right. Now, do you have anything in the Aku tradition?
I am not only Aku, I have some Jola relation.
Okay. Now, can you...
My grandmother is Jola.
Okay.
My father's mother. She has Jola and Walla fruits.
This is a very interesting tradition.
Yes, it is. Well, without a man who doesn't have a culture, he doesn't belong anywhere. This is the culture of the Jolas. It is being kept alive, and as it is being kept alive, what happens is that posterity will continue to harness this culture. It will never die. It will never go away. It will stay because the children will learn it from their fathers, and those children's children will also learn it from their forefathers. So naturally, I think we should be custodians of our culture and keep our culture alive.
Yes, also
nalbi television jibe kan albalan nako ku ba fela ket na jang banko president his excellency Cheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh fendi ya tolo ka sembo diala sembo miya tinna anyata jim banko mala pour sanjulul nala ni mu bem balti ni keda ni foto momo ko ku ba fode ko bala keda momo nyala ku ba kede nyala sa intene anga mi jiga dong wala mu dolala ada kafoti e koy kanyen kala ñinga tray bina mansa kewol tolola bi dum president tololam aw sabu kamale na rajang bawo ne ajube do ko bem kilnari mansa kew kam ngani president kam ngé abe muhammad wal marolde o kamale na dak ko ngoni jura wala ka ila ni dulu ke ay ado ke famona da kay ado ke ka do kilo fanal la ka ko le kidimandi ka ciosano balundi ano nyimu kubal de kanu ni ajibe ibajana ko jodale kata ku baraka pour jena ciosano balundi asada sadi wili jamati ibe nyinla hanbi bake kan annunde bawo say londo finda mi ango sida ko din keno se fengol babono nyimbi dal fajani la yawmil abadil abad ko sabu kamara jambi diare bake annum kalindro ketale miembe bendi jaw kelal silang be woni adiara bake be konnela ko koli tata do sansi ayda jobuda asidi amale sulu akangola legi andi ayda li jusan bu am solo la legi xawma xana ci olof yi am nañ lu melni
Aboubacar cosaan xam nga ne Gambia lakka yépp ko am joolaay lii mooy seen cosaan lii la ñoo falee seen buur ndax xam ñun tam olof yi am nañ suñu cosaan lu ñoo falee suñ buur xam naa Alaaji Mansour Njaay ndeysaan jataay yii lañ ko dee soxla nag Alaaji Mansour bu fi nekkoon tey dinañu mun a waxal li nga xam ne moo di cosaani olof ni ñoo falee suñ buur ndeysaan muy góor goo xam ne bu am xam-xam la ci mbiri aada ak cosaan xam naa ne manqué nañu daal ci jataay bi Alaaji Mansour manqué nañu buñ ko fi amoon dinañ doon mën a leeralal loolu waaye li ma la bëgg a wéral rek mooy ñun olof yi tamit am nañ suñu aada ak cosaan ni ñoo falee suñu buur
Excellency the President has revived culture in the Gambia. The admiration of the rest of the subcontinent who also come and raise cultural festivities because here in the Gambia. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, any moment from now, after the exit of the traditionals, we will witness the march past in quick and slow time, advancing in good order by the security services. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your kind attention.
Will march past in slow and in quick time. Advance in review order by the right well, slow march.
Tune it forward, don't cut it, tune it forward. Look at that dog, tune it forward, like that. Well done, that dressing is good, maintain it there.
mo salmin do minen do gombe nganata ko internet e benin dara e télé o to Gambia do Europe America kebe dinin binda o wattu do gommi do pour wondema benin dara télé o e to be gonto e do sirde on wondema watagol président o han alkamisa ko han waɗi lebbi tati kabiri yimɓe ɓe mbodno November 24 2011 ha président o gagnande mawde ɗum woni temedere capanɗe jeeɗiɗi e ɗiɗi ɗum bo heeɓi carte e ɗum woni wote November 24 2011 o so han noon en daari he nane hen mbo watnama ɗum woni mawɗo yeesojo mo gandanɗa ko on gardi duwaji Gambia ɗi chief justice o Akuma Ajim ko on wanni ɗum e mbo watima ɗon noon mbo haali wondema konngol watni pour mo naɓal leydi ndi e dow gonga e dow te mbo larta hay goto ɗi woni guite mum ɓe mo larta hay goto fi kulle loi o kala ko fota waɗede ko ɗum mo yaranta ɗum fi kulle loi ɗum woni raɓɓendinde haala dal ko ɗum woni e watu e mo gandanɗa ko ɗum mo wanno ɗo e nane o e aɗo jiimoni ardi ɗo e debbo ko ɗum o ɗum woni madame Zainab Yaya Jammeh kay jaaduno ɗon ɗo jiiɗa ɗo ko march pass o e police aɓe maccanin ɗo ɗi weydi ha immigration kala ɓenin ɗon ɗo kay ko noon e security forces ɓenin tawa ɗo stadium ɗo pour o march pass fi inauguration o ɗo Independence Stadium ɗo
Thank you very much, Balde. We're enjoying this brilliant march pass, and this is where they will have to exit the grounds here, and from thence we will listen to the president to make his inaugural speech. So that's the fire service and rescue services and the Gambia Revenue Authority, the last detachment in this march pass. Want to send commendations to, of course, the Gambian Navy, the midshipman Ibrahim Abi Chalo, and GNA female detachment, Second Lieutenant Fatu Baji, RNG Lieutenant Francis Jatta, GNA detachment, Second Lieutenant Lamin Dampa, Parade Command, of course, Colonel Per Tamba, GPM General Duties, ASP Syria Pujabi, and ASP Fatumata Toure Saidi. And for the Police Intervention Force, we had ASP Sinabu Baji for the female, ASP Puri Konta. And the colors were with the senior ensign to the colors, Lieutenant Wali Nyang, and the army flag, Lieutenant Alaji Dongo. The Gambia Immigration Detachment was led by ASI Aliu Fai and the female ASI Jennifer Colley. The Armed Forces band in their ceremonial red will very shortly take leave with Colonel. That's the main thing. A drum major out there is still showing pictures of the forces on parade at the exit. The grounds here at the Independence Stadium. Well, the First Lady there in your picture. And the parade just about to pick up, but this is one of the beautiful parts of this March Pass. This is where I enjoy most. Oh, wonderful, lovely. Absolutely astonishing. Beautiful March Pass. Beautiful presentation. Yes, that's Commander Colonel Per Mendy is the parade commander. Oh yes, very good. Well, at this moment I think if there are hearty cheers, they'll do it. Probably the foyer de jour. Either one of them will complete this wonderful parade. But ahead of us is the inaugural statement by the President, which is going to be in climate. We would love to hear what the President has to say to all and sundry here, including our visitors. It gives them an in-depth idea into what the President stands for and what he intends to do in the next 5 years. Inaugural statement. Inaugural statement na bana.
ndeysaan jataay bi neex na daw na yaram gis ngeen lu rafet li nga xam ne moom la fi police yeeg soldat yeeg immigration bi ñoom ñëpp ku ci nekk def na fi liggéey bu rafet boo xam ne maaj nañ ko fi loxo yi àndandoor doon benn tànk yi àndandoor doon benn ñoom ñëpp ñu maase li nga xam ne moom la ñoo def gis nga àddina daal moom nit ki loo ci defati rek loo xam ne na nga ko def sa kéem xalaat kàttan ba nga xam ne boo ko defee kenn du la ci yeb kenn du la ci xeeb man jamono ji xewee dama dee bugg a bàyyi rek seet su meneñ mbaxana yi nañ seet nag li nga xam ne moom la ñuy def ñu bàyyi leen ngeen seetaan loolu yéen tamit fii tam lu neex lañ ci
Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A.J. Jammeh. Help! 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 Parade with the flag headless! The flag headless!
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, now the parade commander will now proceed to His Excellency the President to ask for permission to march off the parade.
Your Excellency, after the march pass, in slow and in quick time, advance in review order, now have your permission to march off the parade. Your Excellency.